Get ready to be transported into a sci-fi, futuristic, tech-driven vision, the Big D. It's a one-of-a-kind immersive group art exhibition that's set to launch in 2 days. So multimedia artist and curator Imani Black is here to give us a preview of Cyber Dallas. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Paige.
Okay, I can't wait to dive in to all things Cyber Dallas, but before that, I want to have an opportunity to kind of get to know you a little bit. You're an artist in your own right. Tell me what brought you to Dallas and specifically Deep Ellum.
Yes, so what brought me to Dallas is I graduated from the University of North Texas. After graduating, I decided to immerse myself in the artist community, and Deep Ellum was my hot spot for me. I loved being out there, I loved being in the artist scene, and they really embraced me, such as businesses like Trinity Cider, Kettle Art, so it's been a real pleasure working with them.
There's so many artistic, creative people that have made Deep Ellum their home. Your medium of choice has been photography. Can you kind of give us some insight into what that photography looks like and why you chose photography as your artistic outlet?
Yeah, definitely. So photography has always been my joy since I was a little girl. And just growing up, I had the opportunity to just immerse myself, take pictures of places, people and things. And with that, over time, it's just gotten better. And so how I would describe my artistic style, especially with the Imani Cyber Fantasy, which we'll touch on, is otherworldly, futuristic, surreal, and just cyber.
I love that idea. I love that idea of combining the whole cyber with the futuristic. It makes for something really interesting and entertaining. You also have a book that you've brought here today. Can you tell me about how that came to be?
Sure, yes. So once I produced Imani Cyber Fantasy, I had the opportunity to, saw a Facebook ad actually, to produce a book, a free photography book. So I took the opportunity to do it. And I got to put all my work, all my photography work at that point into one book.
What I love about what you're doing is that you yourself are, you're an artist in your own right. But what you've done is that you have brought together other artists, like-minded individuals, to curate this exciting group show. So let's talk a little bit about this particular piece. This is just magnificent. Tell me about the artist who created this.
Yes, the artist's name is Alejandra Martinez. She works with FG3's Fine Art Productions. And she created this beautiful piece under so much pressure within 2 months.
Wow.
Yeah, within 2 months. And we really wanted it to symbolize the Cyber Dallas. So there's like geometry, kind of math, science, digital aspects into the art.
And it has so much Dallas because we really do think about the Pegasus, the red Pegasus that now sits outside the Omni in downtown Dallas as a real marker of Dallas. It's such a notable image. So now let's get to the whole idea of Cyber Dallas launch. Tell me everything. I want to hear about it. When and where?
Yes, so Cyber Dallas launches this Friday, April 11th at from 6 to 10 p.m. at Space at Adolphus Tower. And the vision behind this is it's an evolution of the project that I already started, but involving more artists who are like-minded and creative as well. So we'll have immersive experiences, installation art, also audible experiences that'll kind of touch on your different senses.
And it seems so appropriate. Of course, we're talking Dallas, so we have to talk a little bit about fashion.
Yes.
And let me just say you look fantastic. Tell me about some of the fashion highlights.
Yes, so during the opening reception this Friday, we'll have a fashion show, and it'll be by Studio Guillermo Rios. He's an incredibly talented artist and designer. He hand-painted this design and has hand-painted all of the designs. They're one of a kind, and he's gonna have his show is called Art on the Move. And so you'll see a lot of different art, performance as well, a dance performance, and denim.
That's fantastic, and of course denim. That's wonderful that we have denim as a medium that's being included. I wanted to make sure that our viewers had an opportunity to see this fantastic outfit that you have on and that corset that's been hand painted. It is beautiful. It in and of itself is a work of art, and I love the fact that you can, this wearable art is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about what's next for you. How can people find you and learn a little bit more about you and your art?
Yes, so what's next for me is I'm going to continue curating and bringing continue bringing great art experiences to the Dallas area. And then I also will be producing a documentary on this entire project. So I've been filming since 2022 about this entire project, Imani Cyber Fantasy, leading to Cyber Dallas. So you can expect to see that, and that's what's next for me.
So you're just sitting around eating bonbons, not doing much. Holy cow, you've got a lot on your plate. But it's very exciting, and I congratulate you for bringing so many artists together for this fantastic event. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, Cyber Dallas launches at Space at Adolphus Tower this Friday and continues through April 30th. You can go to ImaniBlack.com for more information.